All right, welcome back, cyber traders. On this lovely Tuesday, how's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's ready to have some fun, do some trading. Good to see you all. Good, everyone. Welcome back on YouTube, Facebook. Everybody hear me okay on the trading room? Good to see. All right. So anyway, what a nice little catastrophe we had yesterday, huh? Oh my God, we almost down like 900 points. Had a little bit of a rally at the end, but let me tell you something. It does not look good with the Dow. We were talking about it yesterday, and I'm telling you, a lot of people are freaking out. Huge rally though. I mean, just literally the last 15 minutes. I mean, you could have bought anything and just chased it all the way up right around 3:30. Had a lot of buying coming in, but that was one hell of a bounce. I mean, you're talking about what, close to 400 points right there. Beautiful pop. Usually when we have situations like that, it's like, you know what, just don't worry about anything that we're trading. Just go for the kill, go for any brand name stock, any ETF, maybe short the ones that were, those other ETFs that were up big. But it was a great market yesterday going into the close. And if you missed it, don't worry about it. This is why we love trading. We actually do better on a down market than on an up market, because you might have some short squeezes or whatever. It doesn't sound good for swing traders, but as for day traders, what we do, it definitely works out pretty well. So a lot of stocks that were moving. I want to cover and talk about what's going on yesterday. You probably heard about the builders numbers that came out. Permits were up more than they were expected, which is good. Lumber prices are coming down. They are expecting to still make a little bit of an uptick, because obviously, I mean, people got to build it. But they say it was like $60,000 more to build a one family home more. That's a lot of money, $60,000, to add on top of a house. I mean, that's from where we're at. I mean, I guess everybody's feeling a little bit as we go along. Deborah has a question. No trading for me today because the pattern day trading restriction, my portfolio lost. Yeah, you got to be careful, Deborah. That's fine. You know what, Deborah, you don't got to kill it. You don't have to go crazy. You could always just sit back and watch, and we'll go from there. Anyway, a lot of stuff that's going on today. Before we get started and start doing some trading, I will be on Bookmap today at 10 a.m. So I'm doing a live broadcast. It'll be also, if you miss it, it'll be on YouTube and it'll be recorded. We got Traders Talk with Josh. This could be broadcasted live on YouTube also. So if you're watching YouTube, you're going to be able to get to see that, which we only do it once a month. That's going to be exciting. And then after the close today, I'm going to be doing an open house every Tuesday on our closing bell. I'm going to talk about exactly stocks that we traded, how to trade them, all that. So if you're watching us, on a video, like I said, later, just as long as you like us and friend us and subscribe to us, you'll be able to get into that presentation. But let's talk about what happened yesterday. So it was really nice what happened with the Dow. Great rally. A lot of good stuff that made some big moves. A couple of stocks that we traded yesterday. It wasn't a great day yesterday. I mean, you had a couple of stocks that made some nice moves. You got this EDSI. The EDSA moved pretty nicely. That had a nice push going into the close right here. You had this CRVS. That stock has been treating us very well last couple of days, but it had a nice little move in the middle of the day. It ran from $5 to about $6.75. Stock was right around $2. You could see it. Stock went to $7, backed off. Another nice stock. But other than that, it wasn't like super exciting. It wasn't like a lot of good stocks out there, but we had a couple of decent ones. I did pretty well. Those, like I said, I had to trade more shares on it, but Mondays, remember, you had to be careful. Plus, I don't like to trade that much on a down market. I mean, the market just kept going lower and lower, but it was good going in the afternoon. Anything we traded, like I said, as a brand name, they'd be nice pops. Now, regarding about what's going on this morning, I mean, you probably heard some news on Uber. Uber came out good earnings this morning. The stock is obviously taking a very big hit lately, in the highs of the 60s, down to 40s. Nice little support there at the 40s. Always has support around 40s. But Uber had good earnings. So earnings are really important for a company, okay? News is one thing on a stock, but earnings are obviously a lot more important. And with Uber, you had also that came out with this deal with Amazon, which you're all seeing it right here. It's actually the biggest percentage gain on the NASDAQ, this HLBZ. So this stock took a did really, really well. I mean, company just went public not too long ago. $8 stock up to 32. Pre-market, like you could see, it was really nice when they made that announcement right here, right around that 8:30, which that's a very, very good time to trade. If you chased it a couple of minutes later, if you got at 27, doing pretty well. But I would be really, really careful trading it right now. Let the stock look like it kind of ran out of steam after around 8:35. And by the way, this stock does have warrants. So just to let you know, you could see the warrants are out here on this stock also. I used to love warrants back in the day. I remember Intel even had warrants. A lot of these big companies come out warrants. Some of you probably asking, what's a warrant? There's a W at the end. That means it's just, it's like an option. A stock has another category of stocks. Some of them mean that doesn't probably pay a dividend, doesn't have voting rights. I mean, if you ever really know the history of what a stock share is, you might, look at it like, man, we don't apply by any of those rules, So I should do a lesson on that too, kind of explain what is an actual stock, why companies go public and all that stuff. But anyway, those stocks are moving pretty well. A couple other ones also that doing pretty well. I know a lot of you here were trading it just about a couple of minutes ago. This QS did really, really well. I mean, this thing, once again, another 8:30 time zone, pre-market news. That thing moved really nice, 21 up to 23. She's holding pretty strong here. This stock took a very, very big hit all the way down from the 70s all the way down to the 20s. So that stock obviously doing pretty well. I was looking over here on level 4, which, by the way, this is what I'm going to be doing at 10 a.m. on Bookmap. But this stock, when it broke this big resistance levels, quite impressive. Only thing I'm not too crazy about, there's not that many orders out there trading on the stock. A lot of small orders out there, not the big substantial 50,000, 100,000 shares. But this was a very big break right here, and it doesn't even look like that much. It was only around 5, 6, 8,000. But that stock obviously holding pretty strong right there. Popped on a watch list. What else we got going on over here? The LKCO came up on the watch list. I saw this earlier. Actually, I'm going to scratch this. This is garbage. NNVC. Sometimes I think I like them, and then I could lose the love out of it because it's not really going anywhere. This one also doing pretty nicely too. She had a nice move around 715. She started backing off around 560. Do I have it here on the level 4? Yeah, I do. So the issue I have with this stock, it's starting to build a ladder. And I can see this guy got executed here for about 10,000, broke it, and it's starting to get ladder effect. So I'm getting a little nervous on that. I don't like that when I see that as a long stock. I probably would maybe consider looking at it right around close to about 490 maybe. That's where you got some support levels. But it's got some good volatility, that all that matters. This stock obviously has been so volatile lately. This CEI, you could trade a lot of shares of it. Stock's been on a nice little rally. One thing that's very interesting about it is that when we see these big run-ups like stocks like this, it really hasn't came down that much. It's kind of holding at these prices, which is very, very odd. And the longer it trades there, the more powerful and the stronger the support and resistance levels become of it. But you could trade a lot of shares of this stock. It does make some big, big moves pretty quickly. But the CEIs also look like it's in play this morning. And now that's about it. That's all of them. I mean, we got about, what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stocks, on a Tuesday, which is not a lot actually. So, but we always know something will come up out of the open. Now, for some of you, I was getting a couple emails, people asking me, Fausto, do you think it's time to buy this, that? Listen, listen, I haven't done well on my swings. Okay, I'm being honest. I got out of most of them. I end up losing because I feel like it's going up. And listen, the Dow doesn't lie. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, it has not gone anywhere since April. All right. And every time you thought it was going up, you had this reversal. Every time it went up, it came back down. Finally, you had a little sneak, and then all of a sudden, back here in August, and all of a sudden, boom! Look at what we're dropping. So I'm not sold on this buy. I mean, it was some major support levels, which is what it tested yesterday. But if you're considering looking as a swing, I'm not really interested right now. I'm not ready, especially what's going on with this debt ceiling they want to pass, what's going on the border, all these migrants coming across. You know, this, and you have the president speaking today at the United Nations, which, by the way, living here in New York, it is absolutely chaos right now here in New York. Can't go anywhere. Everything's like blocked. It's like, you know, it's like probably the worst day of the year to be here in New York with the United Nations. But I just like, listen, I'm not ready. I mean, and you know what? Don't call me negative. I hope we do get a crash because, you know, I like to buy things cheaper. You know what I mean? Things just got so expensive when you kind of think about it. But we'll see how things work out. But you know what? The beauty about what we do, we can still day trade. And that's why I think a lot of people like the day trading aspect is that, you know what? You're sitting there, you think you're making money, and next thing you're not making money, and you're making money, you're not making money. Day trade, you make your day's pay, you make that small little profit, and you move on. But I'll talk a little bit more about that at 4 o'clock. So don't forget, I got Bookmap at 10. We got Traders Talk at 11, and then we got Trading Live with Fausto. How to follow the big money at 4 o'clock. So we'll see you there. It's all Eastern Standard Time. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe, and we'll see you in the trading room when we'll start commentating once the market opens up. And everyone on YouTube, we'll see you back later with all those other, when we do those other upcoming events at 10, 11, and 4. Good luck, everyone.